So I've built a lot of crazy things, like this iron farm, but you guys may notice that sometimes it just doesn't work, especially if you have one of these older ones like this. Luckily for you guys, I found a fix, and it's pretty simple. If you have this older type of iron farm where it's extremely large, all you have to do is move your beds from wherever they were to a viewable location. In my opinion, I have found that when the beds are placed by the fletching tables, just like so, it works the best. But not always. The best thing to do to increase the amount of iron golems in the iron farm is to actually remake it. Yeah, the newer ones are way smaller and require way less amount of resources. So I'm not gonna tear this one down because of my big iron head, but I am going to show you guys how to make a new one. You first have to be 100 blocks away from the nearest village. Now, this doesn't just mean villages as in the ones that are found naturally, but the ones that you make yourselves. Technically, the iron farm that I have back there counts as a village, so it has to be 100 blocks away from that, which this new location it is. I plan on making this on top of water to reduce the amount of mobs in the area to allow for more iron golems to spawn. Here's the item list as follows. You need 20 beds, 20 fletching tables, at least 2 water buckets, I'm going with 3, 1 lava bucket, about 6 building blocks, so I'm going to be using stone bricks for this, around 32 glass blocks, 9 signs, and about 4 leaves. For transporting villagers, you also want to have an oak boat, along with some leads. You can get leads from killing wandering villagers. I think I have one here. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. You also want to have 2 hoppers and 2 chests, but you can also make do with just 1 hopper. Depending on the amount of iron that you guys have, I do understand, but I like to have 2 hoppers in case it does have a lot of stuff going through it. So if you guys are looking for leads but don't have any, but you guys have these wandering villagers coming everywhere, what you can do is just simply kill them and they'll drop some leads. And now I'm going to have that guy chasing me. Not anymore. So to get this started, let's work on the lower part. What I'm first going to do is using leaves, I'm just going to make a walkway to about 10 or so blocks into the water. This is a totally random number. It has no science backing to it. I just want to build it out a little bit so it's not that close to land. Alright, I'm about 20 blocks away from land. After building up 4 blocks, what I'm going to do is place a block here and then build out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, from this block, I'm going to build out another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can fill this all in. Now that this is done, come on each of the corners and build up 2 high. Now what you want to do is place some glass in between. This is the area where your villagers are going to be sitting in. If you have some torches, I would suggest just placing them in here. This can stop any spawns if they do, which I highly doubt, but just in case, you'd probably want to put those there. Okay, now that this has been done, we're not going to put the fletching tables or the beds in just yet, as we want to be able to link those villagers. So that's going to be one of our last steps. Now what we're going to do is actually build where the iron golems are going to be. So on this corner right here, as you can see, this is my walkway. I'm going to the farthest corner, putting a block here, and I'm going to build 12 blocks out this way and 12 blocks out this way. And now 12 blocks here. You can now fill this all in. Once you've connected all sides of it together, what I want you guys to do is to come over to this side, right here, and count out 3 blocks, so these 3, and place a block there. Then you're going to build out another 3 this way, and you're going to place the 4th block and then build inwards. This is going to be where your iron golems fall into. You can now fill in this internal gap. You can leave a gap in this area as the way I'm going to be transporting them requires them to be actually put into it through the boat. So I'll show you guys that a little later, but let's continue building this. So right now I'm leaving this gap, but we are going to fill that in later. What I want you guys to do is come into this corner here and build up 2 blocks and build out, making a wall. Once that's done, you want to come into this corner and build a small little arrow just like this. You can then come and place some leaves on the top, just like so. This is pretty much one of the main things almost done. Now I'm going to show you guys how to build the area where all these items are going to be going into. So starting here, I'm just going to build a little pathway up, and I'm stopping just at this same level here because that's how low this is also going to go down. I'm then going to build a sharp right and just build this out a little bit. Now what I want you guys to do is build this down just like so. Once you get here where you're 1 block away from your little area, you want to get your signs and place them down like so. When you're putting up these signs, an easy thing to do is once you've completed that back row, you want to crouch so that you are able to place these signs just like so. Now what you want to do is right here is place some glass. I accidentally built this a little too high, guys. You want to build down 1 more block actually. I was a little wrong about that, but now that you guys are at the bottom, what you guys want to do is place down some blocks like this. Have a glass block right here. And then before we put in the bottom, what I want you guys to do is put down a chest here, and then make your way back to the top. I am using leaves only as this makes it a lot easier and reduces the amount of mobs that spawn because animals can spawn on leaves. So once you are here, what you want to do is crouch and place some hoppers into the chest. If you can't get it, it's okay. Just place down a block here and crouch and place them into the chest. Oh, guys, it turns out I made a little mistake here. These signs are actually supposed to be one block up. So placing your signs here, and then coming from these hoppers, you can place down the rest of your building blocks. In this corner here, you want to put down some water so that the iron golems and all of its loots get pushed here. Then after finding a way out, what you guys want to do is in this corner here, place down your lava bucket. Now you have your killer made and you're almost done. I'm going to show you what I do to get these villagers in very, very easy. So I'm going to come out on this side here and break out a 4x4 block. Then what I like to do is place a water bucket here. After placing the water here, the water should be flowing this way. And then I can come down and build a little staircase. So building a block here, makes me come out, and then I build another block. Oh, not there. But I make a little staircase going down like so. After making your staircase, it should look something like this. And now you can go get your villagers. So to transfer your villagers, I'm going to cheat a little bit, but I'm going to show you a tactic. So as most of you guys know, I have this rail cart system that goes around all my builds that I've made. And this is my 1,000 sub special here. If you want to see the 2,000 sub special, get me there, we're so close. Anyways, let's get to my villager breeder here. As you guys can see, I already have a rail cart system here for them. All I have to do is get my rail carts out of the ender chest. I'm going to be transporting just 2 villagers as that's the minimum that you guys need for this build. Using my villager breeder system, I just put my minecart there. The water pushes them into that corner and they clip the minecart, allowing them to get put into it. So now all I have to do is just push this guy through. I might have to actually destroy this. So I can push this guy through now. And let's push this guy through. And now just watching these guys go through. Oh my god, what did I get hit with? Oh, the fireworks. Oh yeah, I had fireworks for the 1,000 sub special. I forgot about that. And yeah, so these guys are going to go all the way through. And then I cut off a bit of the track right here. Let's wait for them to come. That's my dog, by the way. Okay, let's push this guy out right here. We'll get a boat nearby for him. And then we'll break it. Get into the boat. Oh no. Oh no. No, that way. Did he get linked to my... He did get linked to my... Look, you ruined this for me. I hope you know that. So this is going to be the hardest part of this whole farm. Other than that, it's usually pretty easy. Luckily, just because you wanted to get away. Oh, that's fast. Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. And to not make the same mistake, what I'm going to do is move you here. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to just break him out and then drive the boat near him. And then, okay, they're both in. As you can see, that was hard, but not that hard. Now all I have to do is just lead. There we go. Okay, I think I just had to lead the boat there. And so now I can just bring these guys here. I made this little pathway here, but you guys can do the exact same thing. It's not that hard. But just to show you guys, this is probably the best way of transporting them. If you don't have a full rail cart system or are not nearby a village, I would definitely do it this way, as it's one of the easier ways, especially with the new lead mechanics. And now that I'm here, all I have to do is just climb the waterfall myself, and these guys will follow. You might have to attempt this multiple times. If this doesn't work, you might want to make the opening a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm getting them in, and I'll just scoop that water bucket up, and now I can remove this, and then coming right across the hole, boom, they're in. Oh my god, what is it with these guys? Okay, that's never happened before, but to fix that, we'll just drag them out a little bit, I guess. Going to unlead first. So you can now re-glass this, and hopefully these guys don't want to kill themselves. Okay, so you may notice that I only have 2 villagers here. Now, I am going to get more villagers on my own, but if you guys don't want to, what you guys can simply do is after placing down the fletching tables and the beds, these villagers will get linked here, and then you can feed them bread. By feeding them bread, these guys will start to breed and fill up all the beds available. So if you have 20 beds, it'll make 18 more kids. But that will take roughly 30 minutes to 45 minutes to build. So depending on how close the village is to you guys, you may find it to be better to just transport the villagers on your own. Let's get on to the next part, which is actually putting in the fletching tables and the beds. Remember, once you do this, iron golems will start to spawn once 10 villagers are inside and you have those 20 beds available. So first things first, let us block up all of this. Now what I want you guys to do is get all your fletching tables and your beds, and from here, using any of your spare leaves, I may have told you guys to get the wrong amount of leaves there, but it's okay, it'll help you later on, is come around here, and what you want to do is in these gaps right here, you're going to build down some fletching tables again. You can't place beds on leaves. Once all these fletching tables are here, what you can then do is remove these 2 blocks, place down your beds here. You'll see it should sparkle. That means they have linked and he has gotten his job. As you can see, his whole thing has changed. And now we put down more beds and more linking is happening. Again on these blocks here. And then placing down your final 5 beds. Now, once you have 10 villagers in here, iron golems will start to produce. And after 10, more iron golems produce. So if you have 20, you'll get the most results as possible. You'll get the most results? You'll get the most amount of iron golems. So now that this is done, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to breed them. Now, to breed villagers, this is what you want to do. You need either carrots like the ones that I have in my hand, potatoes, bread, and I believe maybe turnips, but I'm not too sure about the last one. You want to give those to the villagers. So as you guys can see, these guys are right here. I'm going to give him 2 staff, and immediately they're starting to make love. So it doesn't matter if I only give it to one of them, he's gonna end up splitting it with however many he needs. So if you guys do want, you guys might need to keep giving him more food. This should be enough for about 20 villagers. They do like reproduce pretty fast. So like after this guy's done this, you'll see they'll go back at it. If they're like, this guy just watched me do that. He has shame now. Look at him. He's looking away. He's looking into freedom. They are going to do it again and keep doing it until all beds are maxed out. And so now we can move on to the next part. So we're going to put down some blocks here. And what we're going to do is in this corner, I'm going to show you guys if you place down water, it will not reach this edge. And instead of making a 4x4 infinite source, what I'm going to do is, this is my placed water here. I'm going to skip a block and place this here. This middle block now becomes an infinite water source. So now I can just keep getting the middle block and bringing it forward, fully just filling in this entire thing. Then in this corner, I'm going to place down 1 block like so. This is going to create a cross current. And now again, from this side, I'm just going to grab 1 from this infinite side here, skip a block, and continue this until the entire wall has source block. Now that all the sides have a source block, you can see that the water is pushing me towards the direction of this lava. So now all we have to do is wait for the villagers to grow up. I am going to be actually implementing my own villagers, so I'm going to take away all these water and put in the 20 villagers myself, and we'll start to see the results of this iron farm. Also, quick note here, this farm won't work until the villager babies are fully grown up, and the villager babies can't have a green shirt. A green shirt means that they are jobless and you are going to have to kill them. Make sure they all look like this fully grown villager right here, as they have a head cap on with a feather on it and an apron. You want all your villagers to look like that. Luckily for you guys, if you guys are doing the breeding method, once 10 are grown and 10 are still young, iron golems will start to be produced. So it won't really matter that much. Just thought I would let you guys know. All right, guys, it's been a while. The baby villagers are grown, and I've also added in about 10 of my own. So now there should be some iron golems starting to spawn. I think I did miss 1 iron golem that just spawned, but let's get up there right now. As you can already see, 3 have been produced. So we'll just get up here and wait for an iron golem to spawn. Now they should be relatively fast. Oh, there you, as I said it, right there you go. Iron golem has fallen down. It's starting to produce. Remember guys, this will start to produce once you have 10 full grown adults in there as well. As you can see, it's pretty fast too. That one's being killed. We saw it spawn, and the second one's already coming in. So it's very fast once you get the full 20 in there. Now what I am going to do now is set an alarm on my phone for 30 minutes. And now what that's going to do is once that 30 minutes is done, we're going to see how much is actually in there. So I'm going to take out this 11 and 2 poppies right now, and I'm going to build a little AFK thing with my timer right now. So I've started the timer. It's going to make a sound once it plays. It's going to make this sound right here. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm just going to build myself a little AFK spot just up here. That should actually be safe enough. Yeah, well, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Alrighty guys, my alarm has hit. Iron golems are still falling. Let's get rid of my little sit down area. And wow, are you guys seeing this? This is a whole lot of iron. Holy, almost 4 stacks, a little under 4 stacks of iron in just 30 minutes. That's crazy. In 1 hour, you will get 512 pieces of iron. That is 8 stacks. You will get 8 stacks. A little under it actually, but like close to 8 stacks of iron and for just 1 hour. If you pair this up with another farm nearby in this whatever compound, such as I have all the way over here, you can easily maximize all the stuff that you're gonna get for your amazing builds. So yeah, if you think this farm is very, very good, I think you guys should subscribe and honestly like and share it with your friends too. I've been building a lot of cool stuff and I've recently started doing a new series where I have some of my noob friends try and hunt me down. So check that video if you guys are interested in that. But if you want to see more builds, let me know down in the comments below what build you are trying to find the easiest version of, and I'll try and make it for you guys. So make sure to subscribe. And also, for the 2000 sub special, make sure you are subscribed, because if you tell me what you want to build under this video or any of my other videos, if you're not subscribed, I sadly can't build it. So subscribe so you can have your own building in here. I mean, this dolphin right here, it's one of my longtime supporters, Scudlers. He told me he wanted this to be made and I did it. So whatever you guys want, let me know down in the comments below and make sure you're subscribed. Thank you guys for watching. You guys always show me so much support. It truly does mean a lot. I know you guys may have gotten a little catfish or clickbaited due to the thumbnail with the old iron farm in it, but it's still the same thing. Thank you guys again. Yeah, this has been your boy GP. Until next time, peace!